Hi, I'm Lenore. I'm a singer and a voice teacher. It's nice to be back. I had a Christmas vacation and I actually didn't do anything. So now we're gonna do a reaction video because that's what we like doing. Today I'm reacting to The Weeknd live at Coachella. I know that they're trending right now with a new song. I like reacting to live performances, and that's why I'm not gonna react to the new song until they do it live. So if you know where it's live, like I looked for it, couldn't find it, then by all means put that in the comments and we'll get to that. I'm not an expert on The Weeknd at all. I know they're very famous, but I only became aware of their existence like a few weeks ago. You know me. I have no idea what's going on. So I'll be listening to them pretty much for the first time. I haven't heard the singer's voice like for a few seconds. That's all I know. And we're just gonna go to the beginning of the performance, to the first song, and we'll see what's going on. So live at Coachella, The Weeknd. Let's do this. I have to pause every few seconds for the copyright, so sorry about that, but am I getting an 80s vibe and choking myself with the headphones? Am I getting an 80s vibe? Okay, let's keep going. That was sort of a nice semi-belted, just purely yelled phrase. Yeah, so that's gonna be very handy vocally later. Very nice. I talk sometimes about how I agree with Joe Steele's take on belting. She says that belting is yelling, and I agree. Belting is basically yelling on the notes, but I would stress that you have to yell without adding extra air. So the yelling with that exhale audit will hurt your voice. What he did there in that like 1.5 seconds was very airless. Yeah, so I talk about air all the time. It's important, especially if you want to belt. So you don't want to put pressure on your vocal cords, in a way that will hurt them. So you did that well. That's pretty high. That's nice. Can you start singing, please? I'm into it. Okay. Yeah, quite agile voice. Even though I do think for a second there they did like an auto-tune thing as an effect. I don't really think he needs that though. Yeah, very good ring to it, to the voice. It's a good sign that when, you only listen to a singer for a few seconds, you already can tell he's a good singer. That's a good sign. So you can tell he's very comfortable and he's just singing very effortlessly, and when the melody comes as a result of something else, of just delivering a performance, that's when I like it. So far I like it. Yeah, can you hear that? There's like this autotune manipulation. It's like all this digital sounds and the beat really take me back. I feel like I'm 5 years old again. So that's a bit weird to me. All right. Okay. So now I'm getting curious. What happens when he sings something that is actually challenging? This song so far is not challenging at all for him. The riffs sort of they live in his voice. It sounds like it's natural. It doesn't sound like he had to learn that. I could be wrong, but yeah, there's not much like going above and beyond yet. Of course, that's understandable. It's only the beginning of the performance, and they have like a whole set to go through. But I'm just like, yeah, I already got a taste of what I think his voice can do. So I'm like, I want to skip ahead. Maybe I'll do that. But let's just listen to this a little bit more. Just the basics, dropping the jaw, check. Not moving, your head and your whole body to make the melody happen, check. Speaking voice, oh my God, check. Like all the things that I like about good singing, yeah? Speaking voice, closing the vocal cords, twang, with like the squeaky voice. All check. I'm going to listen to that a little bit more. And if I'm bored, I'm going to skip to another song and let's see if he does anything like impressive. I need to nail this point. Right now we had a very good example of how to use your speaking voice in your singing, because he sang a phrase and then he said something without any pitch, without any melody, and the quality of the voice was identical. So that is exactly what should happen. Like you start, you talk and you sing like you talk, and that's the same quality of voice. And he doesn't try to sing. That's what makes it so enjoyable. It is the fact that it's effortless, and it's effortless because he doesn't make extra effort to sing. He just uses his voice the way it is. Absolutely love it. It's great. That's really good. Okay, that was a little bit more impressive now. Like he went a little bit into higher notes, a little bit more playing. He's really playing with that verge, with that borderline yelling, singing, belting. And sometimes you're not sure. Was it like, did he just yell or did he sing on a note? I don't know. In any case, it's really cool. When he went to higher notes, there was a little bit tipping of the head, not in a forced way. So that's also good. Yeah, a lot of people ask me about that because I preach, aligned posture and that you don't have to move your head for notes. However, when you sing really high, and sometimes when you want just a little bit more power to your voice, if you're belting or if you just have a high note that you want to give more resonance to, then you can tip the head. The muscles of the back of the neck should be as least involved as possible. So what he did here was exactly that. It was like a very small tip. There was no like pushing forward. There was no like holding it. So that allows for the throat to stay open, and then you also get a little bit more access to the pharynx, which are a good resonance, the best actually resonance. So that's what he did here. And if you look at all the good singers, they all do that when they do the like the light tip, and it's almost like whoop, almost like a losing of the balance. It's very mild and not held. It's not like I'm gonna fixate my head there. So good. Oh man. Oh, that was awesome. Yeah, that's a proof to you that belting is yelling. Isn't that just what he did? He just held his yelling on the same note for a very long time. And did you see the face? I call that the badass face. Lovely. Yeah, I'm like impressed and unimpressed at the same time. Like there's really nothing new here that I haven't like heard before, but at the same time, it's a very, very good level of vocalism. Okay, I've decided to skip ahead and get a glimpse of Tears for Another Day. That's how I got to know the band, and so I know the song a little bit, and let's see what's going on there. That's towards the end of the show.
I saw you dancing in a crowded room. You look so happy when I'm not with you. Then you called me, caught you by surprise. A single teardrop falling from your eyes. I don't know why.
One thing that pops into my ears is his vibrato, and I know a lot of people are very occupied with the topic of vibrato or vibrato, however you want to say that, and people want to be able to make vibrato, to have vibrato in their voice. He has a really quick one, and it sounds like it's healthy, but in my experience, and it's a very personal experience, there are two kinds of vibrato. One of them is made by using muscular effort. It's like almost like shaking your larynx, like ah. I just did that, and for some people that sounds actually okay, and it doesn't sound forced until it's compared with a natural occurring vibrato, which means you just open your resonances, close your vocal cords, and get some airflow going, and then you let it happen instead of making it happen. And that would sound like this. So I didn't do anything now to make the vibrato happen. I'm not sure yet if he's making it or not. I think it's too quick to be completely natural. That doesn't make it like ugly, or it doesn't make it bad. For most people, however, if you use muscular tension to make a vibrato, that's not gonna feel good in the long term. Sometimes not in a short term either. To me, it felt bad. I couldn't sing like that for more than like 10 minutes or 15 minutes, and then I would be gone. So it took one teacher to point that out to me, and then, for me to experience the other kind of vibrato, to really understand like that I've been doing that for years. So I know a thing or two about the made vibrato. Let's keep listening and see if I can nail this. That sounded natural. But that sounded a little bit like like he added a bit of air for that. Yeah, again. I think sometimes in the middle, when there is a long note in the middle of a phrase, the vibrato just happens, and sometimes at the end, that's when there's sort of like a subconscious almost expectation of the singer to make the vibrato. So sometimes it's made and sometimes not.
Just pretend. Help me out here, Coachella. Let's go. I don't know why. Let's go.
That one was natural. He didn't make anything. He didn't add anything. No air, no shaking, nothing.
Oh, baby, I make you cry.
Again, natural.
Take me back, 'cause I want to stay. Save your tears for another.
Okay. That's really fascinating to me. I don't know if anybody here is as interested as I am with those two kinds of vibrato, but it's really interesting that he has both. I think that's cool. I would almost think that he's aware of it. I don't know that he is, but he definitely doesn't need to create that no need, because it's just happening when he leaves it alone.
I wanna hear you all the way from the ground. Say, yeah. Left side, I wanna hear you say, yeah. Right side and the front, let's go. Say, yeah.
Very nice. He has a great voice. It's just smooth and really pretty. It's almost like I want him to sing ballads only, that he would like get to show off a little bit more acrobatics with your voice. But that's just me, because I'm a voice junkie. The thing is, he's in a certain style of music, and that's what he does. And of course, that's fantastic. So, okay. Let's see if there's anything more to say or hear.
Now it's my turn. I said,
Oh, that's good. Ooh, okay. That was also, there was a straight tone. There was almost no vibrato there. For someone like this, to have a straight tone is more work. Probably takes more support and more of all of the technique. Like you saw, the balance face was there, and it was really well done. But he needs to sort of like prevent the vibrato from happening so that he can have a straight tone. So good. You see how when he quote unquote yells or shouts, it feels like he does that with his whole body. It's not like, I'm yelling at you now. It's not from here. He has a whole presence that's very powerful. He doesn't need to literally shout to shout. He has energy from other places in his body to get the power. I can bet a little bit of money, not a lot, but a little bit of money, that if he would be asked in an interview, like, what's your technique? What's your vocal technique? He would say something like singing from your core or something like that. Yeah? There's a lot of awareness to the pelvic area and the abs. And he's working with that for sure. He also looks like someone who has a six-pack. I don't know why. But I think, let's just finish the song. He looks so cool. Like he's cool. He's not really too excited of the fact that he sings at Coachella Festival. It's just, yeah, he's just like talking. He's talking to the audience like they're his buddies and they're all dancing together. Okay. So what did you think about that? Next time I want to, dance in my living room, I'll play that. Guarantees to get you to move. Great. No complaints. Maybe next time we'll do something that is a little bit more wow, but I'm gonna need your help for that. Maybe you can tell me what can wow me, and we will do that for next time. So for now, thank you for watching. Enjoy singing, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.